Welcome back to Death Before Decaf. How you guys doing?
Oh,
Doing all right.
Now, I've got to say this before we get into the show. I've got to give an explanation for us not doing a show last week. I know you guys missed us on Paranormal Bound and this show, and I've got to be dead honest with you guys. The real reason it happened is because Rachel's a bitch. I'm just saying. She just didn't feel like doing the show, and it's all her fault, always is. So, yeah, now you guys know. Actually, no, I had basically what goes to a mental breakdown that day. I mean, you still a bitch, but it wasn't your fault that we didn't do the show. So, yeah. So, basically, we had to agree to take one weekend a month off to where we're not running crazy, which was a damn good idea and if I had to say so myself.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay. Now, this almost can tie into future episodes about the Book of Enoch, but reincarnation, how do you guys feel about it?
I believe in it 100,000%.
If you die before you find your purpose in life, that's basically what reincarnation is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You haven't completed something. It's what specific religion believes in reincarnation?
I don't think any religion does. I think reincarnation on its own. There is?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I don't know,
okay.
I don't know.
I can't remember if it's like Hinduism, Buddhism.
Buddhism sounds right. I think now that you guys said something, it sounds simpler, but
Well, now I'm curious. Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism.
did you just say Sikhism?
Sikhism.
Psychism.
Sikhism.
I think.
Emphasizes that the soul reincarnates to settle karmic debt with a goal of returning to God. That makes more sense.
Is reincarnation, is it only for, or do people that fully believe in it only believe that it's for humans? Like when you reincarnate, do you reincarnate into a whole new body? Or can you reincarnate to anything?
I don't know.
Because I've heard different things over the years.
Some people believe animals don't have souls.
I believe they do.
I believe they do too, because each one of them out there has a different personality.
Yeah, and not only that, your personal animals, you guys got dogs, you guys got cats don't have souls. Fight me all day, I don't care.
They do.
Dogs, I believe,
They're just menaces.
Yeah, there was a video I think I sent to you guys last week. It was of a dog saying, "Oh, this person feeds me, they love me, they must be God." And then a cat, "This person feeds me, it loves me, I must be God."
Yeah.
No, the dog says, "Oh, he must be God," and then the cat says, "I am God." So yeah,
No,
Makes
that's how they are.
I walked into y'all's house earlier and picked up Smokey and done my usual thing where I flip him over and I'm just loving on him a little bit. He bit my finger.
Yeah, she's crackhead. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's got problems.
She crazy.
Do you notice how fat she's gotten?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to put her on a fucking diet, right? And she's somehow still getting into whatever she can find. If it ain't out, she's getting in the fucking sink looking. She's getting on the counter looking. She's
Mhm.
finna
She's
eat.
under the fridge looking, but I think that's for her potty holders.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And speaking of cats, the one that won't leave me alone back at my place, Otis. Yeah, I had Walmart deliver some groceries to me yesterday, and I was out there. Didn't even notice him sitting behind me. The guy got out of his car and says, "Yo, you got an attack cat?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." And he's just looking up at me like, "What's up, man? What's up?
I got your back.
I got your back, man. I got it."
He was ready.
He was, and then that
He
cat
got full
follows
blown.
me. I'm tempted to take him on my hiking videos to see if he'll stay with me.
Get a harness just to see.
That looks retarded.
We're getting Smokey a harness.
Yeah, we're gonna take her walking.
Dogs with harnesses look weird to me, but a cat?
It's so cute.
Yeah, the cat don't think that. The cat's gonna turn around, bite the harness in half, and then you just don't have it anymore.
Nah, she sniffs like a dog. She's kind of like a dog.
Yeah.
She walks like a dog too.
Apparently she plays fetch, is what my dad said.
Punch holders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here on Death Before Decaf, we want to give you guys ideas. That's what this whole channel is about. Think of something in a different way. So Of course, when we did research on this, there are a few stories that jump right out of the screen when you're doing your research. And who wants to go first?
Put Victoria, because this was all her idea.
I think. No, I don't know. Rock paper scissors.
Okay,
Coin of fate.
the coin of fate.
Who's?
Is Victoria going to tell her story first?
Hell yeah.
No.
Shit.
That okay, first of all, I flipped it and it came down and spun, so that was creepy.
That was.
That was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Is Rachel gonna tell her story first? Yes.
Oh hell. Alright. Well, this is the story of the Ping Yang twins. Well-known case of alleged reincarnation from the Ping Yang village in Hunan province, China. The village is famous for its high density of reincarnated people, with over 100 residents claiming to remember past lives.
That's a lie.
As toddlers, the twins started describing a past life where they were two young girls who died tragically after being pushed down a slope. They recalled hearing a rumbling noise as they rolled down. Uniquely, the sisters claimed to have memories of a period between their death and rebirth, including seeing their former bodies being kicked after the fall. Damn, somebody kicked them? Their mother, I can't pronounce her name, documented their daily lives in a notebook titled The Choice of Souls. I'm gonna have to buy that and read it. Noting that the twins correctly identified people and objects from their purported previous existence. The village, unlike many other places, 7,000 to 8,000 people generally accept these claims as a fact. Let me see.
Yeah, no, that story is crazy. I remember hearing about it because, let's see, because the babies, they didn't talk a lot whenever they didn't cry a lot, they didn't really talk, all they did was eat and sleep.
Yeah, you know more about this story than I do.
Wait, so you're telling me these babies? Because I mean, don't matter what part of the world you're from, babies are gonna cry. But these
two twins who were formerly best friends, that whenever they fell down and they died, after they died, they recalled all the incidents that happened. They didn't talk until they were 3, and it was because their mother walked by their bedroom door and heard them just hysterically crying, like so upset. And so she walks in there and she tries to console them, and that's when they tell her that they were best friends in a past life, that they died together trying to commit suicide, and that I don't have the story right in front of me, but it was basically telling the details of their lives. And so the mother set out the information and then to get the people that were the family their attention so they would come forward. And so they did, and the girls saw them and immediately was like super happy because they hadn't because they missed them, you know, it was their family. And so they exchanged information and the details that they exchanged. Do you have that pulled up?
Yeah. Well, I've got the story pulled up. They were unusually easy and quiet babies. Their mother noted that they rarely cried and often slept for most of the day. At the age of 3, they suddenly began sobbing hysterically while in their nursery. When their mother rushed to comfort them, the girls, who had not yet spoken their first words, allegedly began speaking in a dialect or with details they couldn't have not known. They claimed to have died after being pushed down a sleep slope. That's that rumbling sound. the reason they slept as much as they did is because they were dreaming of their past lives, which they claim to miss deeply.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, in reincarnation, you're not supposed to remember your past life. What if there's some cases where they do?
Well, they do, because
There's quite a few.
there is quite a few, and it's like, even with my son, he remembered a past life that was. He remembered a different life, and asked me about it, and it was very creepy. It was very heartbreaking.
What if, from a young age, you're able to remember this past life,
Mhm.
but you hear it's your imagination 100 different times?
Mhm.
That would be crazy.
Because some of these stories are to the point where you're like, what? All right, so I shouldn't have went because now I'm trying to chew up a piece of candy.
There is some. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. I don't know. I think there's a lot of kids who absolutely have real. Isn't there a show on Hulu about it?
Hulu or Netflix about reincarnation.
Yeah.
One of them was a fucking Civil War soldier, remember?
Yeah, and I remember the very first episode was the best episode. So if you're gonna watch it, I support you to go watch it.
Well, it was some of these. All right, so what most people assume about reincarnation is your life ends, you pass away, and all of a sudden you're being reborn into a new body, because there's I don't have the statistics in front of me, or not the statistics, but the range of how many people are born every minute, but there's plenty of places to jump to. But my particular story is a different type, because technically this little girl, she was 3 years old, she ends up getting injured at home, technically dies. She hit her head so hard, she technically died for a few seconds and was reincarnated. She was reincarnated. So she loses the first 3 years of her life when she becomes a whole different person. Now, this was England, early 1900s. A girl named Dorothy Eady, E-A-D-Y, Eady. And it said she was about 3 years old. Now, from what I could see, hang on a minute. Let me write this down. That's a typical early 1900s name too, Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Okay, so she's 3 years old. She takes a tumble down some stairs. Now, this is not carpeted stairs. This is not a soft tumble. This is straight up, sharp wood stairs from a nice house. She was in a nice family. Okay, it says her parents find her unconscious at the bottom of the stairs. The doctor examines her and reportedly declares her dead. Then things go sideways. A short time later, she's alive again. No explanation, no injury, and the injury that should have killed her. It's already a messed up childhood there on its own. She wakes up, and first thing she does say, not right after she wakes up, when she starts talking, she says, "I really want to go home." Okay, so they assume she's got some memory loss. She don't know where she's at. Then, unlike the Chinese twins from the first story, she starts crying constantly saying, "I want to go home, I want to go home." So she is hysterical nonstop. "I want to go home, I want to go home." Bad thing was, she was already home. Now, her personality does change. Her behavior shifts. She becomes fixated on a place that she's never been. All right. So it says the first big red flag, her parents take her to the British Museum, which, if I'm not mistaken, the British Museum is huge, with a huge Egypt section. She runs into the Egypt exhibit, starts kissing the feet of the statue and calls them "my people." She sees a photo of a temple and says, "There's my home. But where are the gardens?" She's 3 years old, keep in mind. Most kids are still figuring out what shoes to wear. She claimed, and this is where it gets kind of heavy, it says, As she grew older, the story got more detailed, not less. She said her real name wasn't Dorothy. It was... Egypt name.
Egypt name popping up on the screen.
It's Egypt name. She lived in ancient Egypt 3,000 years ago. She was a priestess at the Temple of Sati. Her past life story: she was born poor, taken into the temple, became a priestess, had a secret relationship with a pharaoh, Sati, got pregnant, faced punishment, eventually died, depending on what version of suicide or execution. The knowledge that she should not have had. Now, this is where it gets really crazy. This is the part of the story where it goes, oh yeah, she's telling the truth. The temple garden, and this is the big one, okay? This temple, as a child, she insisted the temple had a lush garden with trees, pathways, water features. Problem, at this time, no visual garden existed. Later, as an adult in Egypt, she told archaeologists exactly where to dig. They dug, they found tree roots, garden layout, irrigation traces right where she said it would be.
Oh my God.
This is a garden.
Theory.
Oh, do tell.
I have a conspiracy theory on this. What if, whenever they switched our dimension, it caused some sort of, when something happens, if you meet yourself or something, or you fuck up one little thing, something changes. What if that past girl fell and hit her head at the same time that girl fell and hit her head, and in the dimension switch, the only thing that switched was their souls. So in that past timeline, that girl is there, and that girl is here.
So they just, instead of reincarnation, they just switch souls.
Because of our time swap from, CERN, if anyone knows about CERN.
Which is still running, I think, right now.
Yeah, it's not going to shut off till July. Or longer.
Okay, so your theory...
They have,
No.
I mean, there's timelines in space like wormholes.
Yeah.
I have a theory that there's wormholes here on Earth, too.
I believe it.
Possibly.
I believe it. Because your story, reincarnation, it could be, but I don't know. I think they swapped. Because she only died for a couple seconds.
Now, what I had gotten wrong was she knew of rooms in the pyramids. The Temple of Sati, I'm probably saying his name wrong, the Pharaoh. That's where she knew, because she was a priestess in the temple. One of the things, of course, I just talked about the garden that they found remnants of. She also claimed there was a tunnel beneath the temple, and excavations confirmed a passage beneath the structure, identifying unknown features in darkness. One test from Egyptian officials, they put her inside the temple in total darkness and asked her to identify wall carvings. She correctly identified them, even ones not published or widely known. Layout and daily life details, she described temple routines, ritual schedules, locations of rooms and pathways, and later worked alongside real archaeologists who admitted she had legitimate and usable knowledge. She didn't just talk, she lived it. This isn't some kid who forgot about it. She moved to Egypt, took the name Om Seti, lived near the temple, worked at Egypt's antiquities department, became a respected Egyptologist. And the explanations, let's see. Head trauma altered her brain. This is the skeptical view. Head trauma altered her brain. Obsession plus imagination, because we don't know for sure if she was obsessed with Egypt before this. Learned Egyptology early and internalized it. I seriously doubt it.
That's a lot of information.
Filled in gaps on her own. There's even speculation brain injury could have caused a kind of identity displacement or fixation. But the
how?
yeah.
How would she be able to recall where gardens and trees and all that was at?
The tunnel under the temple, the garden that they did dig up and find, and keep in mind, they put her in the temple with the lights off, and she was able to point out and explain the carvings and everything. This is in the early 1900s. So this was have been way before the internet. Okay, when she was old enough to actually go to Egypt, move there, and become a very big help for this one temple, there was no internet. She couldn't just look this stuff up unless they photographed this stuff and put it in books.
Right.
Which I don't know for sure if they did or not.
They could have.
They
Back
could've.
then, they let more stuff slide. People were not as bright.
That's just for the carvings and where they're at. But the fact that she knew about a tunnel underground, which she could have guessed, but the garden and the tunnel, that's two right that they did find.
Wasn't there another one that they found that she did write, like a room or something?
No, I think that's the story that we thought it was. She found a room. That's what I thought it was before I read into it. But it's so far just what I can find out. It's just the tunnel in the garden. Where did the tunnel go? It doesn't say. So, I mean, usually we think about reincarnation as you die and you go into a new body of a newborn. That could be, they say when you die, you're supposed to see a bright white light. I've also heard that is the light up from the hospital of the where you're being born. If you're born in this time zone, or in this time era. Well, that kind of makes it even more out there. Are you born in a different time era?
Or do you get born into a different world? Because you know there was a world with water on it.
There was a rumor that one of the satellites way off in space caught a picture of another planet that had city lights.
I remember you
believe
telling
it.
me that.
I believe it.
I never saw proof of it though.
Well, that's because they don't want us to know about that.
Another planet with full city lights would kind of mess up everything.
All of what they're trying to.
Yeah, it would mess up their narrative.
And yeah, we would demand, and then people out here on the streets with like that kind of knowledge that keep it hidden because they're not stupid.
What if that's where they're taking all the Hollywood stars and important people that just disappear to a different planet? Because Lil Wayne raps about it in one of his songs about getting on a spaceship and leaving because of what's coming. What if they're preparing that certain planet for the rich and famous?
Getting the celebrities dug in first.
And we're left here with the clones. And that's what we're figuring out.
Oh, dear God.
You're welcome.
Oh, man, that one hit different.
Are you good?
Yeah, I literally just got a headache from trying to think about all that because it made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Death Before Decaf style, right here. Okay. So your thought, randomly, by the way.
Yeah.
Explain that from start to finish.
Okay. Alright. Lil Wayne has a song, Drop the World, and he talks about getting in the spaceship because I know what they don't want to tell you. Hope you're heaven sent and hell proof. Anyways, he's talking about getting in a spaceship and leaving Earth because it's over something that they're not telling us that's coming. So what if this planet that you were just talking about is the next planet all the rich and famous are getting sent to, and we're being left here with their robots, with their clones, and shit like that. So they're getting sent off, so they're away from what the fuck is fixing to happen. That's been fixing to happen for years.
But what is fixing to happen, in your words? What do you think?
End of the world.
The rapture?
What does the end of the world looks different to everybody?
It does. The end of the
Nuclear
world,
war,
end of times.
which
Nuclear,
not far off.
I mean, what was that, the writer? I don't know what... World War III will take out everything. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Who is that? That wasn't the specific
I want to say
quote.
it was Einstein that said that.
Oh, he was a mathematician.
I don't
Wasn't
know for sure.
Anyways,
I heard Alex Jones say it one time.
yeah. But what if that's what that planet is? It's another Earth for people that can afford to fucking
Well-
get there. And that's what they're doing with Artemis that they just sent off. What if they were seeing what Artemis could do?
Let me turn your theory a little bit darker, shall I? What if the powers that be that make these clones and are moving the real people to a different planet, what if they started with our planet thousands of years ago doing the same thing, but it's failing, so they have to move again? Because there's a theory that Mars used to be Earth.
You think so?
There's a theory that
Mars is the water one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's the one without water.
It's the dry, hot desert area.
There's a theory that
Call it
Mars
hot
was
desert.
our Earth, but our ancestors, thousands and thousands of years ago, left and landed at Earth and started anew. What if these people showed up and tried the same thing at Mars, but failed and got us to Earth? That's a theory too, sort of.
That is.
That's a wild.
I
That's
mean,
a
it
wild-
ain't out of the.
It's not. Nothing's impossible.
Yeah,
It also tie into CERN and why it's running right now.
it would, and it would. It would
You know what they
explain
call? What is it? The part. It's called the God particle.
Yeah, CERN.
I don't
found it,
like
did it not?
that. They found it.
Yeah.
They call it the God particle, and what they're doing is crashing them together.
But I've also had a theory too for the past few years. I don't have any basis on this theory. I don't have any proof of this theory. But I do believe in God personally. And what if it says in the Bible, for God so loved the world, but it didn't say how many worlds there were. What if he's testing his theory of humanity with free will on hundreds of different planets, far spread apart where they're not going to find each other? It's
Okay.
a giant test.
What if those hundreds of different worlds are the worlds that we have? But okay, what if we could be born into any world,
Reincarnation
world.
takes you to any planet.
and that's why Middle Eastern lady come here?
It was no, the Middle Eastern lady. Are you talking about my story?
Wait, hold on, no, I think I was talking about my story. Not bad.
Oh. So there is, I mean, this is, and on top of everything, NASA launched another space shuttle to go wrap around the moon and come back. It's going to the dark side of the moon,
Artemis.
not landing.
It's okay, Artemis that they just
Yeah.
launched. Yeah.
And this little theory came from one of the astronauts, if I'm not mistaken, months ago, that was talking about this mission that I just heard about the other day, by the way. I had not even heard that this was a mission. But
I didn't
he
know
was
about
at a
it
press
until-
conference and said, this is going to be the first time we land on the moon. He said it by accident.
Did he?
That's what I'm hearing.
I like to see that.
Hang on a second. So we're going
I
to
believe
write this
it.
time down. If you guys are seeing that video, I'm popping it up. But if you're not seeing it, then I'm thinking of a whole different video. 3.
I didn't even know they launched a rocket until Trump fucking announced it.
Yeah, so right now we've got a space shuttle in orbit. The CERN machine is running. Your theory, which literally blew my mind to the point where it hurt. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening.
But your theory of adding to that and saying, what if they're just hopping from Earth or from planet to planet in every galaxy and like they're fucking it up and God is letting this happen to see how far it will go
Mm-hmm.
in a certain time span of that he has. Because you know our time and that time is apparently different.
Well, he's destroyed the Earth before. He'll do it again.
Not
Or
technically.
he'll
He
let
flooded
us
it.
destroy
He
it.
flooded it. He rained fire and brimstone from. I mean, he can destroy whatever he wants.
And you know there was a planet that they found that had mostly water on it.
Yeah, very little landmass.
What was it, like 60-40 or something?
I wonder
Can't
what
remember.
if you were to drill into one of these planets. If that was like be similar to our ozone. You know, we got an ozone layer you
Mhm.
can fly in and out of. Supposedly.
Yeah.
What about these other planets? Does it go deeper or is it just the surface?
Well, I would want to know in the aspect of drilling, I would want to know what's inside Mercury. It's the closest to the sun. So the surface is superheated, but I wonder if the inside is.
Are they all these planets solid?
I bet Mercury has something. Because if, say, we can and we have jumped, someone is gonna contain that knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
A few someone's, probably the people that run the world.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have that knowledge of us jump. So they probably know how to prevent the sun from burning you, and they probably know already. I don't know. This is hurting my head.
Yeah, that one. Rachel, you threw a monkey wrench into it, and then the monkey wrench formed a new theory.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. Because your theory of are they moving people to a new planet to start in fresh, that's why the clones, we're going to have to throw in who is it? Ariana Grande? Who were you telling me about that? Selena Gomez theory. What if they're still sacrificing people just like they did back in ancient Egypt times?
Mm-hmm.
But now they can replace them.
And what if leaving this earth was part of those files that they aren't going to ever share with us?
I don't think that story would have ever came to light.
What if that's what all this is? This sacrificial shit is just them taking that soul and go to this other planet.
Yeah.
And then taking some random soul from
a demonic soul or something,
or from a child that they're using at their pet, like at the child farm.
Mm-hmm. And they're replacing the souls with that, and then they're just devouring and eating the remains.
See, that's what bothers me about the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
These are the elite of the elite, the top brass. If they're doing something shady and disgusting, they don't have to grab a random person from the street to do it. They have whole farms of these people that live decent lives, probably, and then just get plucked randomly.
I bet it's more of like, have you seen some of these movies where there's girls who never see the fucking sunlight because there's older people that want their face. They're gonna cut that girl's skin off her face and put it on the other woman's face.
Kind of like Frazzle Drip.
See, I think that might be what I'm talking about.
See, I did a video for this channel a few days ago about the Fragile Drip video. And the video short that I posted yesterday is not getting a whole lot of views, and I'm thinking it's in the algorithm to stop Fragile Drip from moving. So share that with everyone you know, please, and this episode.
It's because it contains the Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which she was...
How old is Hillary?
In her 60s?
They're probably way fucking older than that.
Because Bill looks like he's fucking 89-year-old now. Hillary don't.
Okay, what was that called? What was she in a couple weeks ago?
The deposition.
Okay, the deposition.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I smash.
She is 78. She don't look like she's fucking 78. What if she looks that young because of what she was doing?
That is what they're... Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd smash.
You're nasty.
I mean, she looks... I mean, hit it on a three-way with her and Nancy Pelosi, I'd do it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, Nancy Pelosi got a boo job.
How old is this woman?
I don't know.
Well, why the fuck would you do something like that being in your 70s, 80s?
I mean...
Because she probably knows she's gonna live for a while.
Yeah. But how are these people not given wealth in the beginning of their time?
What do you mean?
You ever notice that, like...
Nancy Pelosi is 86 years old, Nathan.
Let me see.
Oh, shit, I just exited.
Nancy is older than Hillary?
Yes.
I mean, I'd still do it.
She don't look 86.
Wow.
She look 86 to you? That's somebody
Dude,
that
she's
looks like...
14 years from 100.
Yeah, that looks like somebody's like in their 60s.
How old does Jimothy look?
He's a crypt keeper.
Okay. we have not. We need to at least acknowledge. We didn't even acknowledge Jimothy in the last episode.
The elephant in the room is Jimothy.
Earl Tank.
Jimothy Earl Taint.
Dr. Jimothy Earl Taint.
Yeah, doctor.
Yeah, and we are going to keep messing with that name constantly just to see if people are paying attention.
We're just gonna keep adding to his name, probably.
Jimothy Earl Tank the second.
Sir Jimothy Earl Taint the second.
Sir, Dr. Jimothy.
Dr. Sir.
Sir Dr. Jimmy Earl Tank the third.
That's going to become a meme at some point, probably. I'm here for it. I don't care. Damn. Now I'm gonna have to go home and try to find Hillary Clinton's OnlyFans.
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Oh, don't tell me you wouldn't have subscribed for 1 month just to see.
No.
No, but you know what you could do? You can like create one and AI do it.
No, that's illegal.
Illegal as fuck.
That is bad illegal. It only became illegal a few months ago, but it is illegal.
I'm glad it did because there
Yeah,
were some
but-
fucking
Somebody
freaks out there.
was doing it to Chelsea Clinton was one of them, I believe. She was getting fake AI nudes passed around, and I want to say Elon Omar was getting them too.
Mm.
So yeah. You know, I hope your theory of take the celebrities to the new planet is false, because if this one's about to go out, we don't have a ticket on that ship.
No, we don't have the money.
We
What
don't
if
have
that's the Illuminati's plan this whole time? The Masons and all that.
new planet.
New World Order.
New World Order, yeah.
Trying it for the 10th time, probably, for all we know. It's gonna work this time, I'm telling you.
Yep, and send us back to the fucking Stone Age.
That would restart. But
And then we'll go through another cycle because history repeats itself nonstop.
But this time we could be on top.
What if,
if you don't
We're
learn
talking
from your
about-
mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them.
talking about reincarnation, what if history repeats itself so much and all the time because nobody is learning the fucking lesson?
I think the only people that learned the lesson
Because
and kept it is the people
In
out
the
in
book
indigenous.
of Enoch, man, God does this test with sheep and farmers and wolves and
Mhm.
foxes. It's an endless cycle.
Birds.
And yeah,
Every animal.
the sheep always fucking die. But at the end, one of the sheep, a light bulb goes off and he's like, no, fuck this, I'm standing up for myself. And it ends the fucking cycle. The sheep turns into a ram. And then it's all the rest of the sheep follow and turn into rams. So they don't die again.
But then the ram does
So
it.
what if we're... Did it?
And that's why it went through so many animals.
Okay,
So they
well,
all ended up failing.
what if that's all this is?
What happened to the sheep in that scenario? When the ones
the
that
sheep,
didn't wake
they
up?
died.
they die every time.
Eaten?
Yes, the sheep were... Alright, the farmers were told, go kill a certain amount of sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And God tells Enoch, now watch, they're going to kill more than I tell them to. And they do,
Mhm.
because they're greedy. Alright, so erase that. Alright, now the wolves are leading the sheep. Alright, over time, the wolves eventually eat the fucking sheep. Erase that. It goes to foxes, same thing. It goes to dogs, same things. And then I can't remember which stage it was. One of the sheep was like, fuck this, light bulb, fuck you. And then it starts back over. But the sheep eventually, or the ram, turns evil because I forgot that part of the story. It happens with the ram. So that one ram that did something that started the cycle back over again.
Mm. That could happen to us as a people.
Exactly.
We have the power to overthrow our government easily with
Mm-hmm.
numbers. That would restart.
They would kill so many of us. That would restart it.
But
Yep.
eventually, down the line, once you stand up, you're gonna get somebody in there that is sinful with greed and hate and all this,
Corruption.
and you start your fucking cycle back over.
It happened similarly to during. You guys remember the movie The Patriot?
I never watched it. I don't watch movies, man. I'm
Get
a
out of the
documentary.
studio. Get
I'm a
out of the studio
documentary
right now. You're
person.
fired.
I can't. I love history.
You love
No.
history, but you never watched The Patriot? What the
No, because
hell?
it's fucking. It's hot. It's got too much dramatic effect to it.
Mm.
Hollywood.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Well-
Hollywood, man.
I forgot what war. I think that was the Civil War. I'm not sure. No, that's Revolutionary. My bad. Okay, so not even just in the movie, but this actually happened where Europeans were sent here to populate this landmass up, and ergo England gets a new country, right?
Mhm.
But the people that were here were like, you know what? Fuck you. We're just gonna stay here. We're not English anymore. And then they come over and then they attack England, run them away, right?
Over taxes, but yeah.
Yeah. Because England
You're
sent
overseas.
a few people and thought, that's ours now. Give us your stuff. No.
Yeah.
That could happen the same way now. And if it's anything like your theory, it would restart everything.
Yes. And it would be great for
But
a
it would
long
have to
time,
be-
but eventually it would go right back to shit.
Yeah, because, all right, here's a good example. Do you guys remember the George Floyd riots and all that a few years ago?
Yeah.
Do you remember CHOP? There was a
The
section. No, there was a section in the city where Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all of them took over this part of the city. If you guys even
Like Far Cry shit?
similar, yes. But they took over this spot and they ran it without police, without mayors, nothing. Nobody bothered them. I think it was just to see what would happen because they're like, okay, they took over this whole spot and they're protecting the edges. So let's see what happens because it went on for, I think, a couple of weeks. Let me know in the comments if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it literally went on for a few weeks and then corruption started to grow inside this little circle. And they started getting greedy and they started messing with people. And then, of course, the cops, the National Guard, all that came in, shut them all down, took it back to normal. But in a very short amount of time, as soon as they had the power, they abused it.
Yeah.
Happens
God
every
created us to sin.
Yeah.
It's up to you, free will, to make the choice.
Yeah. It's up to you to be the stronger one and not be greedy.
Exactly.
Greed, they say, buddy, is the source of all evil. I think greed is.
Oh, I mean, that's greed.
Yeah.
That's greed.
You know, it's like, let's say you need $100. You need $100 to finish buying groceries for the week. And all of a sudden you find $300 in cash laying in the road. You gonna take all 300?
Yeah,
Greed.
that is greed.
Well,
We're built like that.
I take it, I give to who I see. Not
Mhm.
greed.
I take it
Take
and
the
I split
100.
it with my family. Buy things my family needs.
So,
So is it greed or is it?
Is
Is
it-
it?
I don't know.
taking care of
My
your
thought
family?
was if you take the $100 you need and you just leave the other 200, it'll blow around. It might get found. It might not. You're never gonna know. But you only took what you needed.
But in reality, you aren't supposed to take it all.
Very true. Greed is very complex.
well, if it didn't belong to nobody.
But it belonged to somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And who the hell loses $300 in cash?
Now,
I
if
would
I
have a
see
fucking heart
$300
attack.
in the middle of the road, I would not get out because chances are there's someone in the ditch with a gun.
Yeah. Or it's been laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a pew pew that I carry, and I've got rubber gloves. So
Why the fuck do you ride around with rubber gloves, Nathan?
To pick up stuff.
don't ask questions
Yeah,
you
they've
don't want
been,
to answer to.
they've
Are you
been
a
doing
serial
that to
killer?
like door handles and stuff, spraying it with that shit.
Speaking of that, on a side note, where we work, which I'm not going to say on the show, at the place where our certain trailers get dropped, if you remember, a few weeks ago, someone came in and bush hogged all that crap in the back.
Yeah.
Well, that showed a bunch of garbage that had been thrown over the years. And it also showed something that has been there out in the open for the past few weeks.
Was it a sex doll?
No,
Oh, okay.
it is at least 6 or 7 black garbage bags with something in them.
Have you looked at them?
Too scared to. I kicked one of them yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and there's something solid in it. Just first thing I think of is the show Dexter when I see that. Because it's black trash bags. There's about 7 of them, and they've been in that tall grass for a long time.
Damn.
I don't want to cut them open, just, well, for obvious reasons, but
I would cut one open.
mainly because what if it's shit?
I mean, there are bags of that and piss jugs everywhere out there. It's so fucking nasty.
I'm just waiting on our boss.
If you drive a truck, please throw your nasty shit away in the motherfucking trash cans at these truck stops, not in the down woods where they park trailers.
I bet it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been waiting on our boss to say, hey, I need you to get out there. Hell no.
I know, right?
I'm waiting. I'm getting my voice ready to go, hell no.
Yep.
Like, because I see the piss jugs, okay? I see them. And the hotter it gets outside, the more bubbled those jugs
There's a
get.
fucking bottle of Windex full of piss out there hanging on a branch. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's been there since last year.
It's so nasty.
No, year before last, because I sent you the picture of it when I first seen it.
Yep.
Somebody needs to.
If you are a truck driver, I'm gonna reiterate this: throw your nasty trash in a fucking dumpster, not in the woods.
So that they watch this.
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
And I'm calling them out.
Nasty. That is so fucking nasty.
Have you ever stepped in human shit?
Yes.
I know. I watched you.
Not that time. I stepped in a whole pile of it one night.
Oh God, that's nasty.
Fresh. And let me tell you, when you step in dog shit, you know it's dog shit. You know you stepped in human shit when you do it.
That's fucking nasty.
The smell is different.
Ugh. Ugh.
Kind of like cream cheese and peanut butter is what it looked like.
That's so nasty, dude.
So yes. Which one of y'all did not tell your story?
Her.
It's okay. We did that one together.
Okay, so yeah, we get so sidetracked on this show, it's not even funny.
I don't even know how many minutes we're up to.
We're over an hour now, just over an hour.
Oh.
Which is typical for our Death Before Decaf. Which, if the viewers will share these videos constantly, will be the biggest conspiracy channel on the internet. So
That conspiracy we just hit, that racked some brains, I know.
yeah, I've got to really up the ante on the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to do that before I leave today.
Alright.
So, guys, like, share, subscribe if you want to hear us talk randomly. We stayed on that specific story for a good 45 minutes, though.
Yes, we did. And we brought it right back
Yep.
with my idea.
And then we drowned it with human feces from drivers. But it's okay.
That is rain.
We all
Almost made it. Who cares? I'll get a little wet. All right. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you guys coming up. Please subscribe because the show's coming up in the next few weeks about the Book of Enoch. It's going to blow your mind, and those shows are going to go way longer than these. So get ready. Going to have a guest, maybe 2. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.